Hi everybody, it is me, and we are in the art stream today, which means we've previously had issues in the past with my earlier microphone because I was struggling to keep it in one place in relative to my face, but good news is we're working with the lavalier mic lately. I am working on getting my interface set back up with it, but in the meantime, you will not struggle to keep the balance throughout my videos, so thank goodness. Good to see you, Rafa. Obviously, good to see Friend. I gotta drag him along everywhere I go. Drag a lot of you everywhere I go. Today we will be checking out Inochi Creator again, working on Sleepykoh's puppet. I think I have made some progress that you guys have not seen yet. So real quick, just a recap of where we were last time. We were working on this very small side-to-side little steppies. And again, we can always work on this a little bit more later. But I ended up going ahead and working on some of the physics and the bounce for some of the hair. Now you'll notice not every piece is done. It doesn't exactly all move in the way that I would love, but the great thing is you can just sort of broad strokes and then come back in and tweak. So for now, we've got good movement. I know she's so cute. I think she's absolutely adorable. I love working on her. All of this is just going to get more and more complex as time goes on and as I get better and I tweak it more. I want more movement in the ponytail, but for now it's pretty good. We're going to work on the bangs, and I want to get the ears to bounce today, if I can. And hopefully this will also serve as sort of a little tutorial for you if you're trying to learn, because I know I have had to do this multiple times now. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's been a few days. And if you ask me, like, water gun to my head to tell you exactly how to do it, I couldn't do it. So we need to do it again. So we're gonna do it for the left-hand side of the bangs first, as a sort of a recap of how to make one of these little pieces move in Inochi Creator with physics. So first we need to locate it. There may actually be a faster way to do this. Yeah, okay, we should start using that. So it's gonna be here. So Bangs L is the piece that I am going to be working with right now. The very first thing I need to do is make it into a mesh. We've been lazy about these. I am aspiring to do better. Sure, I'm gonna look back and cringe about me doing it this way for now, but for now we're gonna just go with it. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat and be a good streamer at the same time. Hey Sleepykoh, we have a Sleepykoh. She is present. The lady's in the house. And yes, Rafa, if you were wondering, I am absolutely open to creating a sheet for you that you can rig yourself. I do not mind doing that. It's honestly not a bad idea to have somebody who is, or rather, that's why I'm learning, so that I can do that and not necessarily be the one who does it. Because I know there's some people who want to rig, but they don't necessarily want to put in the 20 years of learning how to do the art themselves also. So yes, absolutely, I will totally do that if that's something you want to do in the future. Yes, we do love your characters so much. So okay, back to it. Right now, we are going to want our bangs to also shuffle a little bit whenever there's movement. So the very first thing we need to do is add a 1D parameter, and I think I did all of these -1 to 1. I don't know if it really matters, but I think it's, in the case of something that's a binary on or off, you would want that, like if it's either a default and then not a default. But in this case, where there's going to be a left, middle, and a right, I think negative to positive makes sense, but I don't think it's like the most crucial thing. You definitely don't want to use the 3D, what's it called? The 2D ones for now, because we're only doing left and right movement on this. Got it. Keeping up with chat. Okay, so we're gonna name this Bangs Left. This Bangs Left swing. Like we're keeping up with this naming convention. So what this is going to do is set the absolute maximum and minimum of movement from left to right that these bangs are going to go. And then whenever I add a physics node to it, what it's going to do is that physics node is going to determine when it does the movement, and this setting is going to determine the minimum and maximum range. I know it sounds complicated. It feels complicated, but when you do it and you practice it, it actually starts to feel pretty like typical. It's not crazy. So let's see if we can. The only hard part is going to be me trying to talk through it while I'm doing it, because I am still new to it, but I don't think I'm going to make a whole lot of mistakes. So here we go. Very first thing we need to do is we want the very middle to just be exactly where it is. So we've set it to 0. I am gonna go ahead. I don't really have to do that. Okay, never mind. I don't have to move it that way. You can move the positions, you can move the animations as you do this to make it easier for yourself so that you like figure out what it would look like. So, okay, Bangs Left swing. So for the left, I have to move all the way over here to this keyframe, make sure that it's recording. I'm gonna grab my brush tool. It is fairly large, but I want it to be a little bit larger. And I'm just gonna swing it out a little. And I think the thing I've already learned from doing this is that too much is always worse than not enough. So you just want to do a little. Okay. So it may not look great right away, but that's why we test it. So let's do the right hand side. Hold on, let me check questions real quick. Everybody's talking really fast. Rafa says, is everything physics in that rigging menu, or there's either override or overlap with animations? You're just gonna have to watch and see, because I tried to explain it the best I can, and I don't know how else to explain it except that this sets the maximum like tweening for the animations, and the physics determines where it would be in that set of keyframes, basically. The physics is doing a little, it's got a little axis, a little bar on an axis. It's doing a little like vector thingy. It's constantly calculating based on, I'll show you whenever I make the physics, you'll understand, because there's different kinds, and it determines like whether it's a spring or whether it's a pendulum or blah, blah, blah. And I'm not great at it, so it's hard to explain it. So this was left, this was middle. Flatten this a bit. The real disadvantage here is that it's kind of hard to see, and I think there's supposed to be like onion skin tweening, but I can't really see it. So I've set those 3. Now what I need to do is make a simple physics node. I'm gonna unsearch this. Let me find it. Does this one have a... I think I just accidentally created 2. Didn't need to. Zoomed way in for no reason. Move it up here to the source, which would be... I guess, this is the hard part, is I guess you set it like where the origination would be. parameter is going to be, this is the hard part, okay, and hold on, let me make sure you can see it, because I know the screen is a little squished. Move inspector, just put it on the top. Oof. Nope. Let me just shrink it and have it float for a second. Apologies, technical difficulties. This program is a little new to me. Okay, so this is fine. The setting that I just made, see how it does this? We can adjust this after we get it all set. It's gonna matter when we see the physics. Drag this up to parameter. I think pendulum is probably fine. So you see how there's a little bit of a bounce? It's not perfect, but like I said, these other pieces on the head aren't perfect either, and they still look pretty good. You see what I mean when I say you can BS it a lot and then just kind of learn as you go? And yes, I think that this tech actually can be used for animation for games pretty well. So yeah, there we go. That's the first piece of bangs. So let's do the second piece. It didn't take too long, right? Actually goes pretty fast. But this was the part I was not understanding, was that I needed to make, if you zoom out, look, side to side, it's not even like a real animation you would use in your puppet, really. It's just for testing. It's just so that I could actually process, like, you know, have a chance to see what's going on here. Because the left-right step is good, but it's fine to make dev tools for yourself is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so middle bang swing now. Same way. Still learning the way the program lets you open things. Parameter name. Bangs. Mid. Swing. Save. It's gonna be, yeah, right about here. Oh, and this physics needs to be called Bangs L Physics. Almost forgot. Okay. And then we need to make another one for this one. Bangs Mid Physics. I'll go ahead and just hook that up right now, even though I don't have it fully set up yet. Go ahead and drag that. Hi, sir. It's good to see you. Happy Friday, typical smile. Good to see everybody. I am just doing some hair rigging today. Pretty good so far. Put that there. Bangs mid. This definitely needs to be meshed real fast. Apply. Bangs mid swing. Move it and then undo it so that it's set on default. We'll say if she moves to the left. Just moves a little. It's not going to be perfect. But like I keep saying, I try to do less is more in these cases because I think it helps. It's going good. Sorry, it's I didn't know there's any Gothic remake Coming up, I must have missed that one. Brain dead today. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the shadows to match, but that's actually not too complicated, believe it or not. I might have moved it too far down. Not the best animator, but I have a feeling this kind of thing just gets better as you practice. So the physics should already be set up. Pendulum. Where is it? The base doesn't look like it's set to the right spot now. What happens if we try? It's doing a weird thing where it's acting like it's way longer than it's supposed to be. I don't know if that makes sense. And since I don't feel like trying to figure it out forever, I'm just gonna try something here. Let's just get rid of this. Let's just make a new one. Put it here like it's supposed to go. Okay, yeah, that looks good. All right. Look up the correct parameter like we did before. Yeah, it looks, I think sometimes it just glitches out, to be honest. Yeah, much better. Yeah, it just, you can see from when the bounding boxes do weird stuff, like something's going on at least, so. Now ignore the fact that the shadows don't match yet. Oh, I'm sorry about your game-breaking quest bug. Sorry, that's genuinely a nightmare. I don't know about you, but I hate repeating things in games, so if I already did it... Ooh. No, thank you. I bet I can simplify this also, so hold on. Put this. Wings, shadow. Blending should be set to multiply. And then, oh, this is a lot of steps, but it's definitely not impossible. Oh, I'm trying not to sneeze also. Okay. Reset. Okay, there we go. To the left. Copy. Paste. Eh? Oh no. I know this can be done. I know it can. Because I feel like I've done it before, even though it's kind of a weird thing to do. It's like trying to freak out on me. Flip to form, set to blah, 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 blah. Okay, screw it. We'll just do it. We'll do it live. It's not that hard. I can't see through these dots. Okay, I was making a big deal out of nothing. Yeah, Cyrus isn't in the Discord. Too good for us. For now. There we go. Honestly, not bad. Oh, let me turn off. Okay, hiding vertices might have also been part of my issue. We learn something each time, guys. Yeah, okay, now let's set up the middle one, and then we can fix up the right bangs. You're welcome anytime. Okay, bangs mid. Where's the bangs mid shadow? Right here. To set it to the correct blending mode, which would be multiply. To edit the mesh. Give that treatment. To set the default. Reset the default. Go to the left. Wait. Yeah, okay. I thought it... Oh, it doesn't turn it off even when you're trying to... It does make this tricky, but not impossible. Nope, I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on. I knew something felt wrong. Oh. Let me hide these other bits. This is so tricky, you guys. I'm not even kidding. Move it all at once, I guess. Squinting. Now that doesn't look even remotely correct. What happened there? I thought I saved that one. Whatever. Okay. My eyes are crossing, trying to see through all these vertices. Is that right? I mean, yeah, basically. Okay, unhide it. Okay, sorry I got so quiet. That was a tricky one. What suggestion? Please feel free, although I'm you know, deep in the just feeling it out, and a lot of my difficulties are coming from the program. A lot of this is gonna have to be softened, but just making sure that it all moves and that nothing's like sticking out or like really, really busted. It's important. Time to save. One more time. This time for the right bangs. Bangs are swing. Bangs are to a new simple physics node. Maybe if I move it to the right place first. I thought that's what I did last time, but we'll see. See if that was part of the issue. Move over. Now we make the mesh. No, I know. That's part of the design. It's meant to be larger on one side, but if I'm intending to break up this part of the bangs too if I really need to. In fact, is it broken up? It is broken up into, it's you're just not seeing it because it's not moving yet. Anyway. Distracting. Hold on. Drag this to this. There. Now, set default. Now I have to try not to go overboard with the left hand movement here. I want it to like come in a little bit, but not like. It's tough. It might not look great, but this way. I'm gonna let a spring on this one. And yeah, I can get away with it. Yeah, for now I'm not gonna go back and modify the artwork, but if it's, you know, not moving right or the chunks aren't good, then I will. But I've been pretty careful about piecing this out in a way that wouldn't be too uneven, but there's also supposed to be some asymmetry. Right, the shadows have to be done after. I think the ears are gonna help a lot. Alright, shadow next. Where'd the shadow for this go? Bangs are shadow. Edit mesh. Apply. Drag it over. Set the blending mode. Hopefully repeating this over and over and over again is gonna make it sink in. We need to also set this one same exact way. Oh. Make sure that I correctly did the middle one on the other one. Don't want that distracting me. This might not actually be all that accurate, but Hold on. Don't mess it up in the first place and it will be so hard to smush back into place. There you go. Simple. No worries. No, I'm just trying to make sure every piece is actually getting some semblance of movement ASAP. Like you can see how sloppy the bang shadows are. Like what is it? What is it? Doubled up little speck even? But it's not gonna show, and if I need to fix it, I can still just load up the file and fix it, so. The dots are basically keyframes, yeah. They're, here, I can show you. Axis points and parameter constraints are just like numbers, I guess, and then the program that matches this, that puppets it, does little, it sends out little math equations that change constantly and pull in vectors and then use that information to decide when to, you know, employ the physics. So I think see, I want her hair to have a little bit of springiness to it, but nothing too crazy. But it, you know, looks like she's walking and her hair's got some Pantene bounce to it. So now we can do the ears. And I think the ears are essentially the same concept except 90 degrees. So let's go ahead and add a new parameter. I'll do the same, -1 to -1. Ear bounce. Dots on dots on dots. Alright, where's the ears? There we go. Close some of these other pieces now that we've got them all done. Impressive. Hair front is all done for now. Good job, me. Okay, back of head. We're gonna attach a new simple physics for the left ear. Oh, can I do them both on the same thing? I think I can do them both on the same. We'll try it. Okay, this is you discovering it with me. All right. I think they can both be on the same physics node because they're just gonna, right? So I'm gonna drag those both, attach them. We'll do the mesh for right. We'll do the mesh for left. All right, and then the ear bounce is what is the name of the parameter. Bring that in, and it's not going to be a pendulum. It's going to be spring pendulum. Now I think I'm going to have to mess with these settings a little bit to figure out which one is the right thing. But for now, start with the left ear. We'll get both ears set on the default pose. And then let me change the name of this to ear bounce down up so that I know So if the ears were bouncing down, we're just gonna do rotation. And I'm thinking like how many like 12 degrees. Maybe down a little bit. These kinds of animations are actually challenging because if you don't angle it correctly, the illusion gets broken. Right. I'll keep it from going too crazy. Just a little. I'm trying to add just a little bit of a bounce. We'll test it on the left ear and see if it works. Oh, that's very, very springy. But it is correct. So let's adjust the physics. That's a little crazy. I think the length might be too long. Let's try 40. Try again. Oh, did that make it worse? I think that made it worse. Resonant frequency might be too high. We'll try that instead. They're crazy responsive. Oh, here we go. More damping, probably good. Well, I do want them to... I want them to have a response, just not like bonkers response. Like I said, all of these are gonna take some time. I know there's a gravity. I don't have like a ton of gravity, right? I have terrible... They look like they're rattling around. They're not anchored to the head. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's part of it. It's not necessarily the physics, it's that the, That's... Okay. Yeah, we can't anchor them from the center of the head or they're gonna wobble around like this. That's why they're making... That's why it's looking so jelly-like. So hold on a second. Can I remove... Okay, good. I can. So ear physics, just for the right ear, how about? Oh, but I'm gonna have to redo it anyway. Because it's already been set to be... Or I don't have to redo it, I just move it after I detach it. Hold on. Put it right here. Like right between the eyeball and the ear, I guess? But I'm saying R when I mean L, my bad. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. I think I just need to... Yeah, we figured it out. Okay. Get rid of the bangs for a second. Still being a little... I don't hate it, it's just... It is a lot like modeling for VR chat, but maybe not as overwhelming as far as like working with Unity, because I did not have fun with that. Okay, sorry, I got like zoned out on that. Oh, never mind, not that. That's fine. think they can both use the same parameter. What does the cog in the side-to-side thing show? Gives you the opportunity to do a whole bunch of different things with whatever the keyframes are called. Lets you do some other stuff with flipping parameters, I guess. I've only ever done that in terms of the vertices, so. Fades back. Is that enough? No, because I have to copy the animations over. So, right here. We're gonna record. I'm gonna actually go here. Copy. No, I might have the flip pairing set correctly. So let me see if I can do it. Copy to right here. Is it right? It might need to be flipped. Here. Yeah. Here's jiggle. All right, let's test that. Doesn't look amazing up close. I've got it all targeted. I just don't want to see anything for a second. All the gizmos and all the things. Puppet, okay. It's definitely a start on the ears. They don't look as hinged as they should, but it's fun that they move. It means it's time to actually add some to this as well. Chest area. Let's see, where's it at? Let's add another physics. I call this best physics. Bob and weave. Serpentine. Okay, so. This one. Yeah, another -1 to +1, even though I'm probably not going to do that strong of a down. We'll start with down as the negative and up as the positive. Put this right here. And I'm gonna have to think about whether or not I want to include the pendant in on this, because I might. Yes, honestly, I think I just want to include it, and then I'll edit the necklace to match, because that seems like the right thing to do. Is this... Yes, already got it. Looked very inappropriate, but we always say we're working with a nude bodysuit here. So, very first thing, save. Save this as a default, put it at a reset, hit the bus top with the same thing. I don't know why I insisted on separating those. I feel like it's gonna come to me at some point. I'm gonna understand it. For now, do not ask. These don't need to be meshed because they're not going to bend at all. But we are gonna lock them in on this animation. Okay, I'm not sure. So first we do the down, which literally, I understand squash and stretch, so this shouldn't be that hard as long as I don't overdo it. No, that's overdoing it. That's too far. Just down a little bit. My goodness, how much is a little bit to you? Okay, it's not too much. This also needs to come with, but maybe not as much. Not to the left. Yes. Sarah, it says, are you interested in the upcoming Fable, by the way? Just curious if you played the old ones. I played the crap out of the old ones. I didn't realize that there was a new one coming out, but I will definitely play it if it is available to me. But as a broke gamer with no consoles, I don't know how long it'll be before I have a chance to get my hands on it. But totally interested. I even played the VR one. And the one with, like, you know, the one with the wagon. I liked it. Okay, now let's move them both up together. I didn't even think about the fact that I could do that. Good, good, good. Now we want to move the pendant and the pendant shadow. Just down with it a little bit, right? Cool, I didn't move it any on the x-axis. Oh, that's too much though, hold on. I did move it on the x-axis that time. Hey, I'm getting the hang of this. Okay. Sorry, it says it'll be up on Steam February 23rd. Oh, that's a while. Rafa, if you ever heard of Peter Molyneux, that would be the reason you would know. Yeah, I think I'll like it. I really like the I like the experience he went for. I enjoyed Fable 3, I think it was. I played it a lot. That is no lie. Alright, let's get this hooked up. Yep, just the ever so slightest little bit of movement. We'll improve it, but you see, you don't want it to be too much or it'll be weird. Fable has some of the most true modern day generic, I say this in the nicest way, generic like fairy tale vibes in a game for the longest amount of immersion of any other property that anybody has done in the best way. Like that's not an insult at all. It's one of the things I really like about it. Yeah, Peter Molyneux's cube. Modded cyberpunk does sound pretty fun. I haven't tried any cyberpunk. Again, my PC's not the best. That's why it's so funny. I'm going to be trying to play Control on Monday. I haven't even tested it yet. We might be going back to Zomboid immediately with our tail between our legs. Let me do this little string of hair, this little piece, because it definitely needs its own physics now, and that's going to make a big difference. It's going to be somewhere in here, ponytail. Yeah. Yeah, straight strand. This is all pretty intuitive once you get used to it. Guess we'll try an O to 1 and see if it works for this, because I'm a little flummoxed sometimes. Sorry, it says there's an upcoming game called Varan's Call that's marketing as Fable plus Elder Scrolls, but it's an indie company, so they'll have to prove themselves. Big claim. Yeah, all sounds really good. I'm so wary nowadays, though, anytime anybody's like, oh, it's an indie studio, and then it looks really good, and it looks like they've got big budgets. I'm like, Tencent, is that you? We all know what I'm talking about. Ah, yes, the indie company backed by the biggest billionaire corporation in the entire universe. This will be an interesting little experiment here. So I made this strand not knowing what I was really going to be able to do with it. If it's this simple. It's not the right setting. Length is definitely the issue. Oh no. That's the right one. Not just needs. I can't keep up with chat. You guys are all way too in the know. Do I want more damping or less? Honestly. Oh, it looks like it's very stiff. Big sneeze. Does that do anything? Oh, it doesn't do anything good. Are you helping me at all here? It's so slow. Hold on. I will have to actually read what all these things do instead of just randomly toggling. Why is it so long? Because I made it length long. Anybody who understands what these settings would do inherently is probably screaming at the monitor right now for their phone. Just depending. Is it the pendulum part that's the issue? Oh my goodness. Length again. No, pendulum, regular pendulum seems to be the right way. I know what it is. I know what we need a little bit of. Hold on. Seems a little bit of killing me with this. Hold on. Maybe it doesn't even need to be so this place. Okay. That piece of hair is now just becoming a huge pain in my ass. I think maybe it was the setting that I chose, so we're gonna do it again. Bye. Lesson learned. Continue to go with 3 directions. Keep the previously assigned pendulum mode. I think that was the right setting. Reset it. So this will be gravity. I'm so bad at this kind of stuff. I've been before art school, so we learn as we go. That's okay. This kind of what I was trying to do before. Quite so intense. It's a little better. It's definitely the right logic. And I think if the other piece was moving too, I think that's part of the problem. Sometimes you can just see out of the corner of your eye that something is missing and your brain is like, it's not ready yet. Also, I have the ponytail split up enough that it will be able to break up these pieces so that they'll move somewhat independently. And I'm thinking if I do like a physics chain, I won't have to eyeball it. But that'll be something I try and figure out off stream because it seems like it would be kind of mind-boggling. For now, you don't have to worry about that. Make this part of that, and then we will add another physics for this new strand. You see how it's like not difficult, just tedious, and there's a lot of like individual things that you have to tweak, but otherwise you do a fairly sloppy job and you don't have to agonize over the itty bitty super fine details. But it's a really forgiving art form because it does let you like go from bit to bit and work here and there. I'm gonna call this one Top Strand Bounce. And there aren't a whole lot of other pieces that are going to need physics like this, actually. So, getting close to the end of that. Interesting. Woo. Nope, that's not right. Okay. Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen comes out for... What are they... I was gonna say, is it for Switch or they remake it, or? Because I have played that. Spring Pendulum this time. And here's what we do. Okay, yeah, good. Ooh, yeah. Does it look good? Hey, check that out. Okay, I'm pretty proud of that one. Yeah, that really brings it together a lot. I'll fix the ahoge on her head as well. It might even be a little too intense, but... Oh, it's coming out across the board, friend says? Let me catch up on chat while I bounce her around. Finally announced it. They were weird and did it for Nintendo Direct and then just said, we'll call it the exact same thing as the first one. Sarah says, my guess for that is because the director's the same and because DD2 is a soft reboot, so call it DD2 but something else like DD Reborn or whatever. Yeah, I completely understand. That's why I was confused at first. I was like, what you mean? Yeah, see, we've got ponytail swing. Okay, yeah, and now I can come in and edit this just a little bit more. Real quick, edit mesh. Don't need some of these fixes. Yeah. hold on. Ponytail tip definitely doesn't need to be... Yeah, what's going on here? Yay, this should be cute. Yeah, give it just a little bit more depth. Like I definitely am gonna have to work on the ears. They're absolutely terrifying me with how unhinged they are. Let me finish the ponytail. Yeah. Okay, fixing the ears now, they're driving me crazy. Is it a pendulum? Is that why? Because, like, I swear... What would happen? Hold on, I'm gonna experiment. You guys ignore me while I put the ear back on the head. What if I move this to some insane place like the tip of the ear? That's weird. It's like, that's definitely not correct. I think pendulum is. Yes, in a second I am just gonna look it up. What's funny is that actually seems more correct, but it can't be. Why would it be more correct to have it at the tip of the ear? It's so springy. What if we have... Is that... This is nuts. They are cute when they go absolutely crazy. But, like, there's no way that's right. Do you see here? Do you see this red ball just absolutely losing its mind? Okay, yeah. It's because the resonant frequency was having a time. Hold on. Bounce it back. This is what happens if you don't get good education in animation. I'm thinking about it. It's just really hurting my brain. The length, is that part of it? Let's experiment. I have to know more. They're way too springy now. But they've got to have some kind of gravity, right? That's crazy. The length? You guys are witnessing in real time how so much of what I do is delayed because I refuse to just stop and look things up. To be fair, I'm refusing to stop and look things up because I'm streaming, and if I just stop to read something, I feel like I'm gonna lose you guys, but you know what? Just give me a moment. Let's hear me type. Elf ear settings. Physics. Anybody got any advice? Hush, I'm not an ape. I'm just very dumb. No, I'm kidding. I am not entirely sure. I would think that you would want the physics to be based on... Like, look at that. That's terrifying. I think you would want it to be based on where it's gonna hinge from. Right? Or do you base it on where the fulcrum of inertia would be? I am going to space in D&D next session, so maybe this is all a precursor to that. Let me take the ear back off, put it back where I thought it was supposed to go. It's not changing all that much, but boy does it waggle. And I guess that's part of the... Is that just because I did a bad job with the animation? You know what? I think it might be. That's largely it, you guys. The animation was just bad. It can't work good if I don't give it good animation to begin with. This is why knowing what you're doing is pretty important. Also, these ears aren't even matching. So let's actually get that part together first. Spring pendulum. I think spring pendulum is correct. And then we'll leave those matchy-matchy. I feel like it looked better when I had the length longer. So we'll just do it at like 50. We'll do both at 50. If I can get one of them looking good, then I'll just match the other. This program is Inochi Creator. I-N-O-C-H-I. Somewhat sane first. Yeah. Hide them again. Alright, I'm not gonna talk, I'm just gonna actually fix it like I'm supposed to. Set to current. Reset. What if we just try the deform route? It might be too much. Okay, yeah, that's a huge part of it. That's much cuter. Okay. Might still be a little bit crazy, but noted. They're not floating on her head. So let me fix the other one now. I'll just copy the deforms over. Alright, our ear just set from mirror, right? No, that's not right. Okay, screw it. I'm doing the trick that I was trying to do before. I'm gonna try it anyway. No, I'm gonna have to do it manually. No, I at least know, I know what to do now. It's not an issue of what to do, it's just how. How about, and I can't copy too. Hold on, copy. Reset this real quick. Left ear, copy. I'm gonna lose my mind. We'll do it manually. It's fine. So just a little bit of an upper ear movement on the ear. A little bit of that. Nothing crazy. This one needs to be reset. Bring the ear down a little. Ah, I think that's it. They're extremely strong, but I can fix that. It's still way better than it was. Yeah, note to self, always keep the base locked down and it'll look a lot better. 10 out of 10 forehead. Ears are flapping. Let me try dropping the length now. Is that too much? What happens if you do it really, really high? What if it's 0? Oh. Okay, well that's fine. As soon as I get them passable, is there 60 damping on this one too? 60, 50? As soon as I get them passable, I'll move on to another spot. Girl, why is your ear doing the meat wad pose? I didn't mean for that to be the case. No, something's wrong. Those are not the right settings. Yeah. I will absolutely be looking this up. 10 by 10 forehead table measurements. I will accept some ribbing. A little bit of a, I don't know, just plumping of the ears in the upper position so that they have more of a friendly... I don't know why it's bending like that. Did I mess up the middle version? Yeah, looks fine. It is, I did like bend it down. Wasn't trying to do that. Kind of a perils of using these brushes to do all the deformation, but I still think it looks cute. Still way too intense, but damping. The gravity. That'll be good enough for now. 3 and 0.8. I'll just leave that. She's got cute ears. The pendant is definitely doing what it needs to do as far as... Yeah, I mean, for now, I need to work on the necklace a little bit, but I think that the next big step is just going to be the face and the head. And of course, the head, I need to figure out whether I'm going to be moving the... I think I'm going to be doing the basic like head and eye movements first. So honestly, since I'm going to have to do that and I know how to do some of those basics, we'll go ahead and start setting those up and organizing. We've got some other cool stuff to work on soon, but it was my birthday week, so I got kind of busy and I didn't have a lot of hardcore like art progress to show. I was mostly doing stuff behind the scenes, but they really not let me do like folders. Yes, sick. Yeah, here we go. Physics groups. Just sort some of these out of the way. Because at this point you start to get into actual animation management, and it's really hard when you've got a whole bunch that don't actually do anything visible until you move the character around. So I need to move all of these. You can see how I like can't even drag it. There's so many. Okay, here. Sorry. But organizing is one of the most important things, and it's so easy to put on the back burner and then you end up messing yourself up. That was how many were just in the physics section. There's even more. I'm gonna leave... Let's see, so we've just got the left-right step, breathing, and side to side. Yeah, with all the physics stuff moved out of the way, look at how few actual sliders we're really dealing with. Until we start adding all the face and the other things. So, one of the easiest ones that there actually is to do is the actual eyeball movement. So we're gonna spend the rest of the stream dealing with that. Somewhere here? Yeah. Ah. So as you can see, I've got the whole thing sitting on top of the white part. So the movement, I don't need to, well, yes, no, I will want to mesh it. I'm ignoring all of my instincts on that. Hold on. I'm gonna be special about it. Set it locked in. I do the same on the other side. And that is also locked in. Cool. Okay. The one thing that I have learned is that too much is way worse than not enough, so I am going to move both things for all 4 settings just the tiniest little bit, and we're going to look at the numbers and make sure that it doesn't go too crazy. I did unfollow my guts. My guts are very bad a lot of the time. I don't trust them. So first we do left to right. We're gonna say -20-ish. We're gonna undo that little bit of up and down it did, because we don't want that. Here. Now we come over here, we can just say set from mirror horizontally. And it'll give it the other way. Same thing here, set from mirror horizontally. Way. Cool. Same for up and down. I hate that it does that, but maybe I would hate if it didn't, so not too much. 22 is good enough. Wait, I thought... Hold on, I thought I had that set correctly. I must have messed it up at some point, that's fine. We'll do it again. It's really not that hard. Set from mirror, horizontal. Set from mirror, horizontal. It didn't save this one either, that's weird. I'm just gonna have to figure that out. Crazy. Whatever. Do it again. Okay, I'm confused. It keeps doing that, so I'm gonna have to stop trying to do them both at once, I guess. I haven't ever tried to move both eyeballs at the same time, to be fair, before. Maybe that's part of the issue, but okay, fine. So set you from mirror vertically. Up, down. Save that at least. Up and down. Let's get the right and left going again, because I definitely did them, but it just did not like that I did it, I guess. No, hold on. Okay, I see why. It's like, it's not having a good time for some reason. Here. 26 is fine. Wait, why is... Why? Hold on. This, and then go here. And then you do this. I think I did that correctly. And then here, and I tell it to set from mirror horizontally, yes. Yeah. And then I have to do the same with the other eye. They both say RI too, that's probably part of why my brain was not going well. Yes, everything needs a good kick to get back to working properly, especially my brain. Stop zooming in. From 8.6. I am going to lose my mind. These are both called right eye. Set from mirror. Yeah, that's what I did. Why did... It's because I didn't. It's because the name's not correct. Hold on. Can I change it, or is it just permanently wrong? Yeah, it's permanently wrong. Whatever. I have to work around it and never make that mistake again. I get it. All right. Almost done. Yes. Why have you forsaken me? I literally just moved you. I just moved you. Hi again, Rafa. Yes, the ears are getting closer to perfection. The eyes are offending me. Are you actually... What on earth just happened? Hold on. Okay, it's not remove. Clearly it's not remove. Maybe reset is the way to go from now on. Okay, maybe that was my problem. Zoom out to get a good view. It's a start. Thank you, Sleepykoh. I like the little star. And like I said, I remember you saying you don't like having things be like way too shiny, so I kept it pretty simple, but I think once it gets full motion, again, the ears are way too crazy right now, but I'll calm them down a lot and have them be more like actual bouncy. Right now they're doing some weird stuff. I have to study how the physics is going to work. But I promise to make some serious headway with the physics and get the face moving. Yeah, she's in an airplane right now. She's trying to fly away. We've got some chest physics now. Necklace goes along with it ever so slightly. We'll be able to move the necklace to go with it as well. Yeah, excessive eye jiggle. If you're, you know, if it works with your character, I guess. I think, how do I say this politely? Some people don't give a lot of expression in their voice or their personality, or they're like very low key. And I understand having a ton of sparkle in your eye if you need more like going on screen to match your personality. But I think if you're already big like me, or maybe like Sleepykoh's very chill, but you definitely don't need way too many sparkles in your eyes. You got a lot of cuteness going on otherwise. I think less is more. And we can always add more if we need them, but she's gonna be like, we'll add as we need, but I'm really liking this hair situation, the way that it ended up bouncing. Like this strand needs more work, but yeah, she's signaling to planes landing. Let me see what I can do. Where'd the ears go? There they are. Mapping mode, X, Y. Let me try a couple other weird things. Angle length. Gravity scale. I mean, gravity scale 1 generally seems. Just gonna mess with one ear. It's so sharp. Output scale. I don't know what that means either. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those things where I'm just absolutely gonna have to watch a tutorial and see what somebody does with horizontal ears. I speak a lot, quite often, unapologetically, says Rafa, and I am inclined to agree in my own case. Now, I noticed, hold on. Yeah, my ponytail top, we need to do one little itty bitty thing here. Right? Where'd you go? This little. Yeah. There's a matching piece. And I don't want it to, like, if it's gonna look weird doubling up, I don't want to, but I've heard people say you should try this, and so I did want to try it with one piece and see if I could make it work. If it looks dumb, we'll swap it out later. There. Yeah, that looks purposeful now. Oh, it just looks like a chunk of curl that is thicker. So that worked out. Okay, pat on the back for me. Pat on the arm for trying something and it not going completely bottoms up, pear-shaped. See, when you set it up right, it looks so good and it's so effortless. And if you don't happen to get the settings just right and you don't really know what you're supposed to be setting it to, like, I'm sure somebody who knows what they're doing is screaming right now going, no, you got it you got it 90 degrees wrong, or you're using the wrong setting, or why are you using X when it's Y? Like, I don't know. My brain doesn't understand any of that stuff. At least not yet. Where's her eyebrow? Yeah, I'm just taking a look at some of these pieces on the face and what all I'm gonna have to do with them. But it is neat, once you get one of these set up, you can actually like pose them. So you could have artwork, for example, you could just have artwork that was set up and you could, you know, animate it with this and give yourself a neat little intro video or something. But yeah, things do take time. I'm really proud of how this is going. I appreciate her being so patient with me, because not only will we be able to continue working on it if we want to change anything, but it's a good skill to learn, and I really do think it's going to end up being really cute and unique. My fear of looking at how other people do things, because I'm worried I'm going to end up copying them, hopefully will lead to a result that's a little more, I don't know, hopefully it stands out in a way. Not in a bad way. Yeah, things like this eye shine aren't really ever going to move. Eyelid. See how that will be able to move for facial expressions. This shade on the eye will move along with the eyelashes, so that's really going to be useful. The lashes, I haven't separated them out yet, but I may come in and chop out the actual like body of the lash and have those separate. Yeah, nothing wrong with copying if you add your own touch, but I feel like I would be mimicking something that I am not even remotely skilled at, and it would just be a bad copy, so I went ahead and just tried to do it my own way. But I think if I would not be remiss to try to do it the popular way at least one time. So that is definitely going to be in the works. But other than this one for Sleepykoh and then the simpler one that I'll be doing for myself, I don't have any more of these planned right at the moment. So, which I'm glad of, because right this very second I really want to focus on these and get them done. It is 15 minutes till the end of stream, which is my time to let you know that if you are not in my Discord, you can join for life for as little as $1 by supporting me at my Ko-Fi. You can find all that info at my website at peachylily.neocities.org. The link is at the bottom right of this page, this video. Been doing a lot of different stuff on my art stream lately. I have more pixel art to show you. I am almost certain that next time I will be working on stuff for the secret project that I was talking about, that I showed you last week, because I have some more stuff for that. And again, that one's not, it's not really a huge diversion, because the kind of work it is pretty simple and fun. Really need to work on mixed videos, but I just have not been inspired, and I've been so tired. Not intending to rhyme there, but the irony. But I'm working on this. I gotta update my website. Monday on the Twitch stream, we're thinking about playing Control, like I said. For some reason my computer can't handle it, then I will just be going back to Zomboid. And I'm not done with Zomboid either. I love Zomboid. But, oh, and another thing is, I'm gonna have to buy some ginger tea because if Control makes me nauseous, I won't be able to play it on stream until I get some, because it'll make me struggle. But I don't remember having any issues last time. I should at least be able to get through a stream's worth of playing it before I feel any issues. And if not, we'll do technical tech support for my field of vision, trying to toggle it and figure out what setting doesn't make me want to yarts all over my keyboard. What games is everybody playing other than Fable? Sleepykoh says, I'm chill most of the time, but I always get made fun of for being easily amused. That's silly. You like what you like. I'll hit them with a car. You point me at him. Rafa says, I myself see you as a very dedicated artist. Thank you. I try. I'm dedicated to being all over the place. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can figure out. I had a lot of fun on my birthday, by the way. It was really great. I enjoyed watching movies and showing stuff to people and just getting to have a good time and relax. Octopichi. That would explain why my handwriting is terrible, because I don't seem to know which hand is the correct hand to write with. So yeah, she's gonna have... You guys want to see some face horror before we go? I'll show you what this face is actually made out of. Yes, we do have a separate blush layer and an extra blush layer, because I figured we might need it. Thank you for happy belated birthday, Sarah. It was great. I had a good one. The community really came through for me and made sure that I had a good time. So we've got 4 different weird little shapes just for this nose area. These are going to shift and move in order to create a bit of a nose illusion to give her some more shape to her face. Faced? Sleepykoh says, my friends got me to play Destiny 2, but other than that, I've been playing Repo and Super Battle Golf with friends. Ooh. I do miss Destiny 2, like I said. I have an old video with me and my girl pals having fun there. I did enjoy playing Warlock. Oh yeah, so upper lip. We've also got just the line. Now she's in Bob's Burgers. Sticking the tongue out. Some of these shapes are literally just the tiniest of lines, but they really make a difference in the build overall. Yeah. Upper lip. So you can see how all these weird little shapes will end up warping and meshing and melding to become different different mouth shapes. I guess they call them, is it visemes? I don't know how to pronounce the word. I just know that it's the different shapes that your mouth makes whenever it moves around in order to speak. You guys see that I redid the chain. It could still use a bit more work, but I don't like how blue it is right now. But again, that's one of those things where, like, are you really gonna see it? I can't afford to spend a whole bunch of time on stuff like that. I'm really proud of the hands and the nails and the legs. There's still a lot more detail I want to add to the outfit, but the great thing about this is I can literally just go back into Photoshop or go into Sai, edit the individual like layers and re-import, and I won't have to change a thing. Like if I wanted to add, you know, embroidery onto the sleeves, which I probably will, like leather, I can do that, and it doesn't matter that I didn't think of it the first time. Yeah, Sleepykoh knows what I'm talking about. I remember having to do it in DAZ Studio or something. It wasn't Blender, but it felt really overwhelming. But in this program, like, you really only just have to do, it's like 12 different shapes, and it's really just like frowning, mouth open, closed, and partially open, smiling, mouth open, partially closed and open. Like, it's just different versions of, you know, bean mouth. It's been a long time since I did anything like that, but if you have any experience with planning those things out, let me know if you had any pitfalls, because right now my best bet has been, I have a little post-it note that just has all the little, it's just a little sketch of like cartoony versions of all the mouth shapes, just so I don't forget, because you have to make like, you have to make one of these grids, but then you have to add extra axis points to give it more spots on the grid, right? Hold on. Yeah, like this. And you have to make another one, drag it out like that. This isn't super accurate. And then you have all these little spots. And so you would have, like, this is just a rough version of what I'm going to be doing, but you would have like your default neutral mouth in the middle, and then going up higher would be your, you know, smiling mouths, and then going down lower would be your frowning mouths, and then in the middle line would be your neutral mouths, and then it would be closed all the way to open. And so you get this like big range of mouth movements, and then the program itself, you set it to know where to pull on that grid what the shape would be. And even if nobody was listening to me explaining that, I'm explaining that as much for myself to listen back to it later so I understand it, because it seems complicated, and once you've actually done it, the hardest part, I promise you, is getting the mouths to save and be set correctly and in the right spots on this grid, like, more than anything. And I promise you, even your crappiest efforts are going to look incredible as long as you like hook it up correctly. Mouths need saved. Yes, if you don't save the mouths, you're gonna have a hard time. But honestly, that was a lot of progress for one session, and having the hair actually be able to move to this extent is a lot of the illusion. Like, the fact that her eyes are moved a little bit already sells it quite a bit. She's gonna be able to... Yeah, I gotta fix these ears ASAP, because that's a big part of it, but I'm gonna have a good time. I don't have any other updates. It's been an incredibly kind of week, if you know what I mean. Also very hot. I mean, 86 degrees doesn't sound that bad Fahrenheit, but when you think about like 70% humidity, I don't know how to explain to you, but it's like you step outside and somebody slaps you in the face with a hot, wet towel, and that sounds more refreshing than it actually is. I've been enjoying the golden hour though, going out at sunset. It's getting an incredibly hot but pretty moment outside because it doesn't quite cool down. But it is June, to be fair. We're not even in August yet. August gets really bad. Anyway, I know that's super boring, but just expressing that I am indeed an inside girl right now to the best of my ability, because if I go outside, I will probably drive and blow away. A dehumidifier would be such a good idea. I'm glad it's the weekend too. I want everybody to just go home and veg out all weekend, exactly like Sleepykoh said. That's definitely what I need. I'm gonna play video games, honestly. I know that I've gotta figure out what I want to do for Monday, but I just want to play video games. I have so much work to do for you guys, but I don't think I've been allowed to even just sit and play video games, like, sincerely. Outside doesn't exist. I need that on a t-shirt, I need that on a bumper sticker, I need that tattooed on the inside of my eyelids. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up soon because I feel like I'm not being super exciting, but you guys know I love you and I'm so grateful for you to be here with me on my Fridays just to figure out what I'm doing with my art. But I'm learning a lot and I'm having fun sharing it and getting it all committed to video so that I can not forget it myself, you know. I'm setting up my Linux mini PC cable TV thingy this next week, hopefully. I will keep you guys posted about that. Yeah, that sounds like fun too, Sleepykoh. You're gonna have to tell me about that in the Discord because I want to know. But yeah, you guys are welcome, obviously. I'm doing more as I can. I appreciate you so much. Gonna keep working on the tech stuff. I will be back with you on Monday over on Twitch, also in the Discord, and I'm gonna set up a new movie date for the near future. Instead of every Wednesday, I'm just gonna set them up, you know, here and there. Gonna do different times so different people can make them in case, you know, they didn't make it to certain time zones. So appreciate you guys. You can go with my blessing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all the support. I love you. And I want you to take care of yourself this weekend. Please drink a lot of water. Don't get heat stroke. And I will catch you at the next one. And on the flippy side, bye. Peace. Deuces. I'm out.